So we're getting closer. I think, what, we're 35
We're about 30 minutes away.
out from Coffee Pot Road. It's getting dark. It's about 7:30, so we've got about an hour left of sunlight. Hopefully
Racing the sun a little bit.
a little bit, but we have headlamps. We'll find a spot. Right, Moo?
Moose is nervous about it, but we'll figure it out.
We'll be good.
It's a very pretty area. We just passed through Vail. I don't think I've ever been to Vail before, so that was new.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we can get some shots of the road while we get in, but probably not quite as many as we would want because we're going to be racing the sun a little bit. Moose, come on, bub. This is such a beautiful area. Hannah's still asleep. And I made a cup of coffee, got a fire going. Hey! There he is. Moose has been absolutely loving this area. He's been just sprinting everywhere he goes. We came down here last night. It was very late. Came down this road. The campsite's up there. Came down here. Thought there might be another campsite down here, but there's not. We had some neighbors here, and we've got some neighbors across the other way, and you can see various campsites set up. So it's not a completely unknown area. You can see some campsites every so often, but for the most part, we're pretty isolated out here. And we also there's also a mountain. Paddleboards. We're going to get out on the paddleboards. Hannah gets up. And we also brought Well, Hannah joined me down at the lake, and so we're gonna go back and make another cup of coffee for her. I was telling the camera that Moose has been running everywhere he's been going. He's so excited to be here. The second Moose and I got out of bed, he picked up his ball and he tried to get me to start throwing it for him. So he'll run off into the bushes, I'll have to call him, and then he'll come running back. He's having a really good time out here. How you doing? How'd you sleep last night, girl?
I actually slept really good.
It was a little chillier than we thought it'd be.
It was chilly. I woke up a couple of times because I was cold, but mostly it was good. And we woke up in the middle of the night and looked at the stars, which was
That's
really
amazing.
cool.
I actually took some photos.
Oh, did you?
I'll try to include them, but they're not going to look as impressive, obviously, as like a Hubble telescope, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, the stars, I mean, you can see everything. I think the only light pollution comes from maybe Glenwood Springs, but even that's not that bad. It's not that big of a city, so. And it's probably 30 miles away at this point. How was it this morning?
Good.
You got a little
Oatmeal.
bowl of oatmeal?
Yeah. It's my favorite part of waking up.
Is oats in the cup?
Oatmeal in my cup.
You got a cup of Hey girl.
Hey.
So we just dismounted Artemis, and we got a lot of clips of her going over everything. And we haven't broken anything on her just yet. So
Come on, Moo.
we're going up to Blair Mountain. We're gonna hike the rest of the way. It's supposed to be, like 4 miles from here or so. I think that's what the signs say. So it's a beautiful area though. It's absolutely, I didn't even think America looked like this.
Yeah, it feels like we're in like a fairy tale. The wildflowers are all blooming. Yeah, it's beautiful. So we found an idea for our next movie that they could film here. We're gonna film,
because this is, like we said, straight out of a fantasy land.
we're gonna film Snow White and the two dwarves.
Two dwarves.
The two dwarves.
We
I'll
don't
be
have-
Snow
I guess we
White.
can find 5 other dudes to play dwarves. But we got me and Moose right now.
And which dwarf will you be?
I think we got to give Happy to Moose, probably. I
Yeah.
mean, he is the happiest
He's in his prime.
in America. We just went over the dwarves in preparation for this conversation, and I'm not sure. I don't know. Am I some mix of maybe like, what is Doc like? What is his personality? You know?
He's just kind of there. I don't know. I feel like he's the most talkative of the bunch. That could be you.
That could be me, maybe. Or grumpy. Am I grumpy?
No, you're not grumpy. We know I'd be sleepy.
I'm not mopey.
You're not There's no mopey. Dopey. Dopey. You're not dopey.
Is Dopey the sad one?
No, he's just kind of the
Idiot.
Well,
Well, you're. I gave her a lesson on the thumbstick before this, but she forgot.
I'm learning. It's a learning curve. The water was really cold.
Yeah, you had to take your shoes off.
Yeah, I tried to avoid it, but then I stepped in mud, so
Step straight in the mud.
there was no choice.
No, our second creek crossing. I think there's gonna be at least one more. Hey, so we didn't make it all the way to Blair, all the way up Blair. We bailed out at the creek right at the bottom of it. It's been a long hike. We're gonna be at 8 miles total or so. It sounded like very intermittent and really heavy raindrops. And come to find out, it's hailing.
And it hurts a little bit.
Hurts a little bit. It's July 30 here. So just adding to the adventure, I guess. Well, we had to take shelter. We're hiding under this, some sort of evergreen. Moose is hiding too.
It's coming down.
It's coming down for sure. And we were getting bopped a little bit, so we decided to take 5 hiding under this tree. Okay. Would you rather stand outside in a hailstorm like this with no cover for 1 hour, or a tornado goes by your house while you're there? So your house gets damaged, but you don't lose all your money, but you have the risk and danger and scariness of being in a tornado while your house gets torn apart, or you get pelted by hail for an hour.
Oh my gosh. Is it this size hail?
Yeah, this size. Pea size hail.
This size hail. I'd honestly probably do that.
Take the hail?
Yeah.
I think so too.
I wouldn't want to deal with the damage of a tornado.
I've never been in a tornado, but I've heard that they're not
I'm sure it wouldn't be super fun.
not a ton of fun, I don't think, probably.
My turn for would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather camp in a really beautiful area
Okay.
with a lot of people around, but it's so beautiful?
Okay.
Or a place that's okay, it's not super beautiful, and you're the only ones there.
It's okay, but we're the only ones there.
Okay.
I
would
think.
probably do that too. We don't really like to camp with a ton of people around.
I don't want to be in a KOA. Is that what we're talking about? If I'm at the Grand Canyon, but it's a KOA.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we would choose the
A little bit more
desolate
remote. Yeah.
area than the KOA.
I like having some people around so that I don't feel like I'm going to get murdered in my sleep,
Yeah.
but not a ton. I like to feel like I'm out in the wilderness when I'm camping.
There.
Well, The rain didn't really let up. Or the hail, I guess, turned to rain and didn't really let up, so we just went for it. And we got very wet and muddy. Artemis is gonna have a tougher time getting out because everything's all wet and muddy. It's slippery mud too. It is a slippery mud. I slipped everywhere. Moose is very muddy.
At least it's warm.
We're warm now. We got
food.
The heat going. We got food. We might not be camping again tonight. We might be driving back.
If it's up to me, we will probably not be staying another night.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I really just need a hot shower at this point.
Yeah.
But
That's well deserved. Plus, there's a decent chance that all the stuff at camp is wet too. And if that's wet, there's a 0% chance we're staying. Even as it is, I think it's probably 0%. Anyway, we had a good time. We both got a little sniffy there on the trail.
Yeah.
Turns out when you're wet and cold
and hungry,
and the hike took hours longer than you thought it would. People get that way.
we get crabby.
We get crabby. But we're better now. We're a little better now, and we're going to try to... I hate to break it to you, but if Artemis can't get off this trail, we are sleeping out here tonight. Alright, we'll see you.